Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on FEG token. In this video, we are going to run through the current price of FEG, one Medium article, and some of the tweets. This is Mr. Aslan. Crypto education is my passion, guys, and this is not financial advice. Neither am I a financial advisor. Please ensure that you do your own research before you get into any token in the crypto space. I have a video for doing the basic research steps at least in my playlist below under crypto wisdom. So please go ahead and check that out. So that would give you a small hint or an idea on how I personally do my research and probably would give you some kind of help in understanding how cryptos work and what kind of the basic research that you need to do. Let's quickly check at the entire crypto market right now. It's down by 4.49. So Bitcoin is down. The BSC side FEG token is down by 13% and the Ethereum side is down by 10%. ROX is also down by 5%. FEG token would be the governance token for the DeFi exchange FEGX that's going to come out, and trust me, as far as I have seen on how the entire thing has been built, FEG charts, the FEG stats that you're seeing right now, you also have the FEG faucet. So all these things getting integrated to one single unit of FEGX, it's really big, and they have already confirmed that the bridges will definitely happen to these three networks as well. But however, will it be released at the time the bridge is released or not is something that we have to wait and see. I do not have a proper info on that, so I wouldn't like to give any false information through this video, guys. But it's coming, it's happening, and it's definitely going to come in the future. Let's jump on to one more article from NASDAQ, which clearly has quoted 7 projects that you need to definitely be holding if you want to dream of getting rich before 2022. Well, I have gone through this. I'll also leave the link to this article in the description below, guys. You can just run through that as well. Let me quickly take you through some of the points on FEG token. So it seems like another name among the best cryptos to buy for 2022. The idea behind FEG is to provide a decentralized transaction network. That's the DeFi, and not just normal DeFi, it's smart DeFi. It is both available on Ethereum and Binance. So these are the two important reasons to be bullish on the token. First and foremost, FEG developing smart decentralized finance. In the last 12 to 18 months, decentralized finance has boomed, and the total assets locked in decentralized finance are likely to be excess of 200 billion. With FEG intended to bring further improvement and innovation, the opportunity is significant. And furthermore, it's a hyperdeflationary token with a current supply of 42 quadrillion. So you can see that it has continuous burn on both Ethereum and Binance, and each transaction triggers a burn rate approximately 1%. It was launched in 2021, and FEG team believes that they are still at 30% of the development work. Once more innovations are introduced in the form of smart DeFi, the token has massive upside potential. Now, I also have been quoting this in the earlier videos that I have done for FEG as well. DeFi is definitely going to take a drastic turn in terms of adoption of what we saw in the previous years. 2022 will definitely be an year for crypto. Many of us or many of the people might argue about it that, okay, crypto is going to get regulations, crypto, the governments are looking forward to ban crypto. China did ban crypto. Well, just to give a small insight, guys, crypto is something which is inevitable because a lot of people have got into it. A lot of good amount of projects have come out. We see that there are some very good utilities that have been coming out using the crypto or blockchain technology. Now those are the things which are here to stay, and only those projects which do not have a true utility, which do not have a true purpose, those coins would definitely not survive in the coming days. Unless and until you add true utility to the token, it's very hard to survive in the crypto world, guys. And that it has been proven time and again. It may pump, and definitely there will be a dump after a short period of time. I have personally experienced it, and that's where these thoughts are coming out from my side. And nonetheless, FEG has that utility of the governance token for the FEG ecosystem altogether. And in the coming days, as we can see, some massive burns happening in the background due to all the transactions that are occurring once DeFi gets into the mainstream. We can definitely expect FEG to, one, increase in the price, and two, have build up a lot more utility than what it is having currently today. Moving on to the Medium article quickly, I'll just speak about the price of FEG and how is it going to impact when there are transactions happening in the near future. Now, I'll just run through a quick few lines from the Medium post. I'll also leave the link to this Medium post in the description below. You can run through them in detail. So what it gives in the gist is, think of it this way, that there will be no selling that happens and only buys of 1 BNB worth of FEG without any sells, right? So such is an ideal scenario. There would be not at all a single sell that would happen, and you see that there are only people buying it. How many trades of 1 BNB would we need to get back to all-time highs? Now, all-time highs was somewhere around $55,000 for a trillion of FEG. All right. So, or 5.5 into 10 to the power of minus 8. That's with 8 zeros and 5. That's what was the price of FEG. That's the all-time high. So, in order to reach that, it would require 4,066 trades. Well, it has that smart DeFi function built in. So, what happens with this FEG wrapped BNB or FWrap BNB? Now, FWrap BNB is pretty unique in its own way because it's not just a normal wrap. Now, FWrap BNB always goes ahead and burns it even though there is no actual transaction of FEG token happening in the entire ecosystem. Just to keep it as simple as possible, any transaction of a base pair with FBNB would burn FEG. Now, assume that people do not at all trade FEG token on FEGX, and we have around 1,000 coins listed. Now, any coin that should get listed on FEGX will obviously always have FBNB as the base pair. That's a mandate whenever you want to list any coin or any token in FEGX, right? So once we have that mandate and we have this functionality in the contract built up for FBNB, now the basic transaction that any person would want to actually do would not be through BNB. It would definitely happen through FBNB. So quite obvious that the FBNB out there would definitely aid in burning FEG. So suppose that we would have $1 million of trade volume on FEGX, which is not much at all. That would be an increase from $5,700 per trillion to $5,900 per trillion of FEG in 1 month just from trades of any token paired with FBNB. You can see that the increase in price per trillion of FEG tokens would be around $200. Now, it may not be too much for few people, but just assume that the consideration of volume here is just $1 million. Once we have those many tokens listed, say it may be 100, it may be 1,000 or more in the coming days, definitely we can see some very good volume coming in. It would definitely not be even 10 million. For 10 million per se, he says that it would lead to an increase from $5,700 per trillion to $7,400 per trillion in 1 month, supposing there would be no buys or sells of FEG itself at all. Now, this is the calculation which is actually huge. You can see that it is almost close to somewhere around $1,700 increase within a span of 1 month for just $10 million of volume. Now, that's pretty huge because that's for 1 month. Imagine that goes for 10 months and with the same volume of $10 million. Would you agree that if in case more token pairs are listed and once DeFi or FEGX platform goes into mainstream, it wouldn't be $10 million? I leave it to you guys in terms of the maths portion over there. So this is how huge it is. And also you need to account that this 1,700 difference in price is apart from the transaction that happens between buys and sells of FEG itself. Now, if that also is contributed, then definitely you can assume that it would be around another $100-$200. I'm just speculating. Let's look at the figure for $100 million as far as what they have put out. As you can see, it's a dream of a bit future, but when we hit that $100 million mark on FEGX of trade volume, then you can see that the price of FEG would propel it from $5,700 per trillion FEG tokens right now to $23,000 per trillion of FEG in one single month. That is without any trades of FEG. Now, yes, I understand that this number of 100 million is not so easy to achieve, guys. It definitely would take time, but the amount of figures that you are seeing right now here, that too without the trade of FEG and any other third party burn mechanism that might be coming in the future. We never know. NFTs are coming out, game is coming out, so that might also involve a certain amount of burns for FEG. We never know if those mechanisms would definitely contribute in terms of appreciation of price. And this $5,700 was the price that was taken at the time of probably writing this article, guys. If you come down to the very beginning, the calculation taken here is 5.76 into 10 power minus 9. That's the price that they have considered. So for per trillion, it would be 5,700-ish dollars. So that's the one that is taken for calculation. It gives us a clarity or probably some kind of idea as to what's happening in the background. How is it that the team has planned the appreciation of FEG price, and why is it important to probably, again, not financial advice, probably load up on FEG before this particular thing happens or before Smart DeFi launches. Let's now head over to Twitter quickly and run through some of the updates that we have seen in the last recent week or so, right? So the first one would be in terms of Smart DeFi deployer. It's in the final testing stage. Smart DeFi tokens will burn rocks or FEG with every transaction, speeding up the reduction of supply, and will also reward FEG stakers. So Smartline will allow people to borrow baseline value of Smart DeFi tokens as BNB or ETH interest free. Now, this is a really cool, interesting feature, but we'll have to wait and see how it pans out once the launch happens. FactTrack version 2 based on FactStats will be released and to app stores very soon. So we are just going through the app store approval process. This is really nice because I'm also eagerly waiting to find out the new interface, the new functionality of FactTrack version 2. And well, I'll post my views once I have it in my hand. Once these are squared away, Rocks and our other developers will turn into focus to expanding FEGX and other FEG technology to work with for three new blockchains: Phantom, Avalanche, and Polygon. So this is what is the expansion that's happening with FEG. I have spoken about this in earlier videos as well, guys. If you look at it, FEG is right now on BSC and Ethereum, but the supply would not change once they pan out to Phantom, Avalanche, and Polygon. They are going to shift focus in terms of having probably, just my thought, that they would be providing initial liquidity. FEGROX might be providing initial liquidity on these three networks, and then people who would like to move out from Ethereum or BSC side to these three chains, you can definitely go ahead and move over to these chains, and the supply remains the same because the supply there would only be what liquidity is provided in those blockchains. A bridge between chains will speed up the burning of FEG as stakers move their tokens between chains to obtain the best staking APY, triggering a burn each time they move it. And this is also creative and in a way good for the entire ecosystem and for FEG price appreciation as well. The best important part that's coming is universally stable cent that will be released and give people yet more reasons to invest in FEG ecosystem. We have more in store too. Thanks for sticking with us. Now, this is really huge because this is the first DeFi stable coin that you can expect from any of the crypto projects. I have not seen any other crypto project come out with a DeFi token which is having a stable value. Now, SHIB is also coming out with its own stable coin called SHI. But if this happens, this would be the first ever that's going to come out even before the Shiba Inu team plan to get that SHI token out. I think FEG is moving at a very good pace and a very fast pace that too. And I'm pretty sure and confident that they would be bringing this out even before ship team comes out with their update. I mean, not to go ahead and probably compare the two projects, but just it's just a race, guys. It's a healthy race and a healthy competition out there. So I'm excited. Let's see who wins it. And if FEG wins it, I'm happy. If SHIB wins it, I'm still happy because I'm invested in both of the tokens. Thank you so much for watching this video and hit the subscribe button and the like button if you like my content. My personal goal is to reach a subscriber count of 750 by the end of this month. It's around 650 right now. So if you like my content, please do share it and do hit the subscribe. So show your support to your fellow YouTuber. Thank you so much. Have fun and take care.